Hey friends! So, I've gotten myself to a pretty cool place. This is where I used to roll with one of my friends who's kinda local. This is Ayovaya Dungeon? And basically it's like kind of a better place to kinda jam grind. You get faster experience if you're able to mob train here, so it's cool for like alchemists and buddies who can just AoE cart revo all day. Also pretty good for knights, but aside, it's kind of easy. There's only a couple of guys here that'll get me into trouble. It can get mobby, so I could get into super trouble super fast. There's also an MVP who spawns down here who could just wreck me, similar to Orc Hero. So this is gonna take a while. I already ran around here for an awake just to make sure that experience was fair, and got me to 60%, so that in about 30 minutes, not too bad. We'll see how well I can do right now. It was a little mobby when I was on earlier because people were running around hunting that MVP. So they were killing everything in the world and I kept getting mobbed. So let's see how she goes. Hey Napkin. And these guys are all weak to holy, so I'm just jamming with a bow made for them and some holy arrows. Cheap and easy. Only problem is I tend to go overweight pretty quickly. They can also drop swords and armor, the latter of which is worth a shitload of money, so we'll go overweight for money at this point. The Whispers I try to DS just because they're pretty resistant to my hits. It kills them more quickly, saves arrows. Takes like a quarter of the arrows if I'm able to DS them straight. These guys are little assholes. They just eat through my flea, so I try to get them when they're alone. Sometimes I don't get so lucky. Yeah, Whisper cards are still worth a shitload. Nothing has really replaced them. Hey look, a sword. It's probably a katana. If it's 100 weight, I drop it. Just because way too much weight for what it's worth. Yeah, it's weight 100, so that would be a 4-slot katana. They're still worth money, I just don't need that sort of money. Worth maybe 100 grand without cards. Usually when I'm running with someone, I'll pick them up and forge them. And what I do with that is work the RNG. So I'll get up at some godforsaken hour and basically take a ton of those 4-slot katanas along with whatever rares I want to forge higher. And then I'll try to get higher pluses on the katanas. If I have repeat failure trying to get it to the second breaking point, which I think is +7, then I'll go ahead and try to get armor to +5. And all that means is because it's failed to forge higher, in rapid succession, then RNG mandates that I should, theoretically, have a better chance at getting the next item to forge higher. Just kind of trying to get the odds in your favor a little bit more. Better to waste the shitty weapons. That can still be worth some money if you're able to refine them higher. But better to waste those to kind of see the break rate than to constantly break your expensive armor. Less risky. Yeah, the bird hasn't been super lazy today. Day is still young, so we'll see how it goes. The cards here are also worth a fair chunk of change. I think they're 100 grand-ish. I'd have to check like current market value. See, I'm not too worried about my health or anything here. Come on, arrows. Don't be a jerk. I'm already overweight because I just had to open one of my quivers. So quivers kind of make a pack of arrows weigh less than they ordinarily would. It's good to carry high quantities of arrows without carrying as much weight, but the second you open one of those quivers, bam, overweight. One solution is to not pick up loot, but why would I do that? I like money.